Hi everyone, welcome back, and today I will show you how you can create this frock out of this dupatta or scarf or printed scarf if you have it in your closet. So first thing what I will do, I will just cut off all the corners and I will take out all the printed material, and after that in the middle of this scarf or dupatta has these motifs. So I will cut this, and this is where I will create the bodice for the frock. And after that, after removing that border, I will show you how you can do the measurements on it, and then we will join all the leftover pieces and we'll make uh, the skirt part. So first thing is just cut off the any pattern you have on your hijab, dupatta, or scarf, or whatever you are using. So here we have two pieces here now, and what I need is I need the flower in the middle. So that's why I will keep my fabric fold exactly in the same way. For front I want my fabric to have a flower, but at the back, because we have to do some foldings, so the flower definitely won't be that much visible no matter what I do. So first we will do the measurements on the bodice part, and then we will do the skirt part. So the length is 9 inches, and after stitching it would be left 8 inches, which is perfect. The neckline depth is going to be 2.5 inches, and the width is going to be 2 inches. At the back I will open the slit, so for the back I will take 1.75 inches, or you can take up to 1.5 inches, or if you want a little bit deeper, that's okay. Alright, so next is this shoulder mark is 4.5 inches. The depth of the armhole is going to be 4.5 inches again. And sorry, I forgot to mention this uh, frock is going to be for 2 to 3 years old, and this is for my niece, and she's really skinny, so I would suggest to use these measurements for a very skinny person. Alright, for the chest I will take 6.5 inches, and for the waist, if you want fitted, then take 6 inches or 5.75 inches. But if you don't want to have like a fitted frock, and if you want little flare, then just keep it 6.5 inches, but I will take 6 inches there, and then I will round the armhole. After that, basically all you have to do is cut it, and then we will transfer these measurements at the back. So first I'm cutting the back neckline because that's smaller, and then I will cut rest of the pieces. Make sure you leave 1 inches of seam allowance. Alright, I forget to mention how I cut it. I accidentally didn't record it, or I don't know what happened. So here I took 1 inches extra for the back slit because I will attach the buttons there, but you can definitely attach zipper or hook and eye, it's entirely up to you. So this is how I will fold it at the back. So this is how much I took extra basically, and it is 1 inches, not more than that. Now if you remember, we removed the motif side from my dupatta or scarf, and this is, I will use it at the very last layer. And for the middle layer, if you remember, we had this white printed fabric in the middle of the scarf, so I'm going to use that. And if you want to add color or the length is short, and then definitely go ahead, add the black border at the end or in the middle of the printed in white skirt pieces. Okay, for the sleeves are very easy. I'm going to make little puffier sleeves. The length I took is 8 inches, which is, okay, 7.5 inches actually, which is more than enough, and the same, the width I'm taking seam, because I will be adding little pleats from the top and the bottom. And if you don't know how to cut the sleeves, all you have to do is place the armhole of your dress and cut it. The bottom of the sleeves is going to be 7 inches. I'm just taking half an inch shorter. I will still I will also make the pleats over there and then attach the border. Also, I'm cutting a little bit deeper so it would be easy for me to make nice pleats. Alright, so now it's time to cut the lining. I took a cotton fabric. This is not a very stiff cotton, it's the lining cotton fabric. So on fold I will be taking 15 inches because the flare of my printed frock is going to be a lot. It's going to be fluffy and nice, so that's the reason I will be taking little extra, so my niece would have a little room around to play with and enjoy it. So I will cut the pieces separate, and then I will put the front piece, and then I will cut the lining fabric. Now it's time to cut the lining piece. So first I will be cutting for the front. I will just place the bodice piece on top of the lining fabric, and I'll just trace it, or you can go ahead and cut it. From the waist mark I will just cut in a shape because I want to keep flare as much as possible. One more time, I just want to mention that from the folded side the flare is going to be 15 inches, and this is the back piece I am cutting right now. I will leave the neckline for now because this is the front piece, and from the folded side I left about 1 inches because we have to get the straps ready for the buttons. And here I will show you how you can sew the button straps. You don't have to attach extra fabric. I will use just that 1 inch extra fabric and use it for button straps. So first I will mark the 1 inches, and then I've double folded and sew on it, and this is going to be the inside of the buttonhole. And again you can see these are the marks I have made. I made the notches, and this is how I will fold it. This time I won't be folding it all the way inside. I'm just gonna fold it on the mark, exactly on the mark. So when I overlap this strip, so it would be easy for me. I will show you how it works. So this is how it's gonna work. So this is the piece, the top piece is going to overlap the underneath one, so that's why you need extra you don't have to fold all the way inside. Now I will sew the strips, and then I will show you the next step. Once you are finished, then this is how it looks like. Now it's a little bit tricky part, but it's really easy. If you are sewing the bodice and skirt part separate, then it's no problem, but I am stitching in one piece, so that's why it's going to be a little bit tricky. So first I will finish off the neckline, and I place my lining piece on the right side of the fabric, and then I will sew it, and then I will cut it and flip it over on the other side, and then where we will make a finish of this lining. Now I have finished the lining, so I will just cut the extra fabric, make small notches so it would be easy for me to flip it over. And this is how I flip it over, and then you can iron on it. And here I will be just folding the fabric inside, so it would be easy for me to clean up the dress. The rest of the fabric I will just sew it by itself. Here I am going to finish off the button strip, and I'm joining on it, so overlap the strips on each other, and this is how I will join it. So the lining piece will be automatically joined. I hope visually it would be easier for you to understand, and if you don't understand any of this, please do let me know. I will try my best to answer your questions. Now it's time to join the shoulders. So basically this is how I'm going to stitch. So one side of shoulders is folded, and one side I opened it, and I just sandwich one of the shoulder in between. Make sure the printed side matches to the printed side, and the white side or the lining side is matching to the that side, and just sew it, and you don't have to worry about it. It would be really nice and clean look. If you don't want to attach sleeves, just go ahead and sew your armhole with lining and flip it over, and then join the shoulders. If there is any extra fabric, we will cut at the end, but as you can see, the shoulders are nicely done. So after that, I will just fit the side I will do the side fittings, and after that I will start joining the skirt part. So this way the sleeves will be easy for me to sew, and as well as the skirt part would be easy to sew as well. So if you don't have the mark, just place your fabric on top of each other. This is a little mark. Otherwise, just go back and measure it again and just sew it. Now it's time to make the gatherings, but before that, join all the pieces together and adjust the longest stitch, zero your tension, and just start stitching, and then we will pull the thread, and then we will sew the side seams according to our bodice part, and then we will attach the this first layer of skirt and the second layer of skirt. I just want to mention one thing: if you have any pattern going on your fabric, make sure it's on the right side, but my pattern is going upwards and downwards, so I will be okay in either way. After that, pull the thread and make sure it's the size is according to the waist size, and then just join the side seams. After that, we will attach this skirt part with the bodice. So make sure the right sides on top of each other, and it would be easy to sew. If you want to add any trim on top of it, go ahead and do that, but I won't be using any trim since this fabric has a lot of print going on, so I don't think I need anything extra here. And this is the first layer of the skirt is done. Iron it, make sure if there is any thread visible, just cut that off, and this the same way we will attach the last layer which has the border on it. Alright guys, the skirts are done. I already finished the hemming part. Now I will sew the side seams. So I will do the fittings on the lining as well, fold the fabric at the bottom, and then we will attach the sleeves. So I am sewing this part. I took both this lining pieces and I will start stitching. That way there won't be any visible seams. So I will show you at the end how it's gonna look like. So just go ahead and sew that. Alright guys, the seams are done, and now I will just fix my lining. And here, as you can see, there is no visible seams and it's nicely done. It's 1 inches shorter than the dress, which is good because that way it won't be visible from the sides especially. And as you can see, there is no visible seams, no threads coming out. It's nice and clean. Now it's time to join the sleeves. So I will show you. First I will cut the strip. I will take 2 inches long strip, and I will just take this black border piece because my sleeves already are plain. So I will just take this border piece and cut it, and then after I'll make this little bit pleats and then join this border. I just want you to look at it and enjoy the process of sewing. If you still don't understand anything, I will definitely help you out. Here I am figuring it out how much fabric I have extra for the pleats. So I have almost 2 inches extra for the sleeves, and I have enough fabric for the pleating on top of for the top part. So let's start making the sleeves design, and then we will sew the side seams, and then we will attach the sleeves. So and this is the sleeves part, and I have the the border at the bottom, and then sleeves. And here I made the middle notch, so here I have to make little pleats, and then I will just sew over it. If you cannot do that, then I would suggest you to sew the longest stitch, pull the thread and make the pleats, and then sew with the border. So I will just sew this and make my sleeves ready, and then I will just flip over the border and sew on top of this stitching, so there won't be any visible marks of sewing. Now I will do the fittings, and then I will just attach my sleeves. Make sure you have a middle point so it would be easy for you to make the pleats, and I will do directly with the dress. If you don't know how to do that, then again stitch with the longest stitch and then pull the thread. So here I am just attaching the sleeves. So these are the right sides of the sleeves. I will just attach the side seams together. This is how I do it, and then from the neckline I will just bring the sleeves inside, and this is where I will start stitching. If you have any better way of sewing your sleeves, then please use that, and this is how I do it. This is easy for me. I will just start stitching. I just want to show you from different angle that how I am doing it. Just I am matching the notches of the middle of the arm sleeves and the shoulders. So this is here I pin it, and then just sew straight, and then when you reach to the middle point, then you start making pleats. Do same thing on the other side, and just finish off your garment, and that's how I will be just finishing it off. Alright guys, this is the finished look of the dress, and this is the sleeves, and this is how it looks like. And here you can see I've attached the neckline. If you want to add any kind of fabric, flowers, belt, anything, go ahead, do that. I am very much satisfied with the results. At the back I use the snap buttons, and they're really easy to just put it on, and they're safe. So it's I just attach the snap buttons, and this is how they look. This is how you open them, and this is really kid safe. So fluffy, nice, printed. If you want to use it in summer times, yes, that's perfect because I use the cotton fabric. But if you want to use in winter, there's no problem in it. And this is the machine I use for snap buttons. It comes with so many different colors. If you want to make me a tutorial of this, please do let me know in the comments section. I will definitely do that, and I will try my best to put the picture of my niece wearing this, and please check that on Instagram. And please do let me know how do you like it, or what parts you like the most, and if you make anything like that, please share with me on my Instagram, hashtag #styloblender, and I would love to see your creation, and I will repost them on my Instagram and as well as on my Facebook and here on my YouTube channel too. Thank you so much. Bye now.